Production of the statue starts today.
Oh my gosh.
It's fun on a shoot day. We haven't had a video shoot in like 3 days, I think.
Wow.
Well, we're having actual crew doing it.
We have crew doing it here too. So.
Okay, I did put up a little fake wall there.
Oh, good.
But I don't mind showing these little shelves here because this makes it look like a, well, it is a workshop, but
It's fine, yeah.
Okay, let me. Alright.
Okay.
We'll be putting.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1's good.
Alright. Filming in 3, 2, 1, now.
Hi, I'm Charlie,
And I'm Dan.
and we're Peeler Rose Studios in Dallas. We are talking about statues today. It's been about, how long has it been since we've done a statue?
One of these, I can't imagine.
Since 2004, I think we're told.
Yeah.
That's right. So we're going to paint another statue head today.
Just
For
old
fun.
time's sake. Yeah, exactly.
For free!
Uh-huh. So, is that all we need to say for this really quick thing?
We can go into like. I'm gonna center Charlie Morris. Perfect. Alright, we are filming in 3, 2, 1, and film.
So we started doing the statues back in 1992.
That's right.
And-
from Bob Davis and Sherry Davis.
That's Leslie Davies' group.
That's right.
That's right. We had, Dan had proposed a shelf idea and a concept that he drew in 1991, but it was all the way, or 92, and it was all the way until 1994 that we actually made the first statue. So,
When they got the ideas to do statues. They're pretty cool.
it was funny that we did the drawing, and then suddenly they had an idea to do
Yeah.
statues. But it was fun. We did several hundred of these statues.
There was a long, yeah, there were a lot of them.
And King Kongs. We did King Kongs too.
And they were, I think today we're going to fool around making one in a tux, but we did so many different ones. We did different teams, different
Houston Astros
baseball
and the
teams,
Tornadoes
and hockey
and-
teams.
yeah.
And we did Liberace, we did an astronaut. All these really wonderful things in those days. A golfer,
Baseball teams, and a
That's right.
vintage football like the 1920s
bike
football.
riders. And then they made posters of all these.
Yeah.
Okay, pause it real quick. Hold up. Can you guys hold up the picture that Josh printed out, the reference?
Okay.
You're like, this is what we're gonna go off of today.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, 1920s football.
Yeah, I don't know why it printed so big.
It's fine. It's fine. Just hold it up and be like, this is what we're gonna use today as a reference.
You'd have to scale it.
Yeah.
I think it's because my phone, it's weird.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, and back on here. Wait. Okay, go.
So
I'll say like put the quote.
A wonderful statue. And, oh, let me do that again. We have here a head that was made recently, and it's a resin cast. And we usually have these in the gray already, but since this one is white, we're going to paint the snout area and the ear area with the pinkish paint. And you don't have to be very careful with this because we're going to get a nice amount of paint on it. We can overlap into the gray area because we're going to put the gray on later, and the gray line will be the one that we are careful about because we want it to be a very straight line. But you can put the first layer on really quickly like this. Just get it up. You can, of course, overlap the nose, do whatever you want, and the first layer is the most fun because you don't have to be careful. The first layer could be the gray, but I think that it'd be easier to make the gray outline straighter than the flesh color outline. So that's the one we'll clean it up with. But the gray will actually outline this area, so we'll overlap it a bit. One here, and here's the other. Always smoothing, all the time you're smoothing. You don't want any streaks of paint because we're going to put some antiquing on it later, a little bit of aging for it. And if you have lines in it that are not smoothed out, they're going to give you little raised areas that you don't want.
Smile, Dan.
All right, now the nice pink is all dried now, and we're going to paint the gray. And the gray, of course, is going to have nice, clean outlines around the pink, and we're going to use a small brush for that. Then we're going to go back and paint the gray with much bigger strokes and a larger brush. I'm going to paint up on that eye. We'll fix that later. Needles for this one. As you can see, it's kind of a dry brush on the edge, but that's okay because we're going to go back later and make it nice and solid with a larger brush. Got the outlines done roughly, especially around the eyes. You want to make sure you wash your brush. Don't ever leave paint in your brush, ever. Now let's try a broader brush. Fine one. Here's a good one. Try that for the rest of the gray part. It's a lot more fun than doing the detail. And we are going to go back and retouch that detail anyway. There we go. 21 years ago, Hunter, was that right?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Okay. Always paint out when you're painting the back of the head, then you're not going to mess anything up in the front. Okay. And you're smoothing it all the time you're doing it, just as we were doing with the ears. Not leaving any big streaks, but this is good paint from, I'm told, Sherwin-Williams, and it's just like you're painting your walls. It's going to smooth out when it dries. So there he is for now, and we'll go back after this dot dries, and we'll make all the details really work on him. We can set him down here. There he is so far.
Oh, looks good.
Light second coat on the head, and we're going to finish the hands now, which are of course white gloves. We're doing our tuck chuck, I understand. We should be kind of fun. But the white, I'm sure it's going to take a couple of coats, so we'll just do this really quickly.
Yeah, explain.
You're not going.
No, we are. We're recording.
You're rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling.
You say rolling.
Sorry. Rolling.
Okay, lid, which is a little darker than the rest of the gray, blue gray, whatever this is. And we're painting it with this this very small brush. This is about a number 1 brush. And we're making a very thin line around it first. The lid clear up under the eye, even though we're going to paint eyelashes over it. So this is the part that's the most critical, because it's going right against the white. Make it be seen well from below, because everyone was way below these things. So that's the underneath part. Now we do the surface eyelash. Outside, and in order to make a nice point on the end of this, we're going to roll our brush on something, on preferably not a paper towel, usually a flat surface would be better, but it gives you a point on the end of the brush, and the point will come from the outside in. And that will give it a nice taper at the end, curl it up a little here. Okay, you tell me when you're rolling.
We're rolling.
Okay. Now we're going to do something that will, take 2. Now we're going to do something that will make it glisten a little bit. We're going to give it a highlight in this eye, and a highlight in this eye, always on the same side, as I'm sure you know who paint. You don't have to worry about the highlight being totally round or anything, because they're not. Let's see how this works. Oh, that's a lot better. Now we're going to do this little laugh line here, and we're going to do it pretty thick so that we can kind of do some dry brush around it. We're just sort of roughing this in because These areas are not easy to reach, so we're going to just do that, and then the same on the other side. And we'll do a lot of retouching around these things because it's way under there.
Cut. Should we skip?
Here we go. The tongue. Because the tongue, it's kind of good to paint it into the other paint as it's still drying. Because you know the tongue has a lot of shading in it. And Chucky's tongue, for some reason, was usually over to the side, wasn't it? Here we go again. Back here, get the line in the middle of the tongue. For archive shelves, we got the tongue in there, everything is fine, ready to go. And we're going to get a really stiff, kind of a bad old brush, because we want to just kind of stumble around on this. And while we do this, we're going to also take a paper towel and blot it, so that
I want to record that. I want to have you in the video too, Josh.
Okay.
How does it feel painting one of these after so long?
Bro, it's so foggy. Hold on. Oh my
God!
Oh, just like a. Well, this is the last statue Dan Peeler's going to contribute to or whatever. And well, we got to